my healing journey has been a hell of a ride. And I'm still constantly working on myself and pouring into myself and doing the work moment to moment, not day by day, moment to moment. Trigger warning: if you have had a rough go of it, if it has gotten outrageously hard for you at times in your life, if you suffered any traumatic experiences, if you were left with the residue of those traumatic experiences, on your healing journey, it is important to imprint healing and positivity and good habits and everything that supports your highest good, to imprint it on your mind, imprint it on your body, and imprint it on your spirit. This may be too woo-woo for some people, but one thing that I learned from one of the tarot readers here on YouTube, shout out to Linda Likes Tarot. She gave some advice one day and she was like, do a spiritual bath, do a spiritual cleanse, or do a spiritual shower. And I did some research, and when I tell you that not only did it make me physically and spiritually lighter, I felt a difference, which also let me know that people were thinking and speaking things against my physical being, against my energetic field. So what I do for a spiritual shower, I do a spiritual shower. I've never done a spiritual bath before because I'm absolutely terrified of sitting in a tub of salt. But anyway, for a spiritual shower. So what I do is, and this is just, how to, but also just what I've been led to do internally for myself. And I'm sharing it with you all because I just got finished doing a spiritual cleanse, a spiritual shower, and the divine put it into my heart, like, you must share it for those that are like you, that have been through the most. They're not understanding that they need to cleanse themselves in many different ways. So I'm going to share it with you. So what I do is I take a regular shower, except instead of bathing myself 2 times, I bathe myself 3 times. I make sure that one of those cleansings is an exfoliation. This is a practical tip because you're going to be literally scrubbing yourself down with salt. You could use kosher salt. So I use a non-iodized form of salt that is kosher salt. You can use any other form of coarse salt that you have, or even if you don't have it where you can go out and grab some salt but you like. I know that, my energetic field, my body is going through something because of low vibrations, low vibrational energies, maybe even attachments, spells that people have sent to me, which is very real. Grab the salt in your cabinet, okay? We just need salt. God said the salt cleanses. That's what we're going to use, okay? And this is not to combat or go against any of your beliefs or your faith. This is something that is very practical. Everyone knows salt cleanses, okay? But those of us in the spiritual or the knowing community, we know that salt does not just cleanse physically, but also spiritually. So you're going to cleanse yourself again 3 times with your regular salt. God said, get to the salt. You're going to cleanse yourself with your regular soap. You're going to exfoliate with whatever exfoliator you usually use, and you're going to cleanse everything. If you're in a situation where it is not time for you to shampoo your hair, you do not have to worry about that because you are going to do your head, on your face, and all the way down. But you're going to cleanse everything like normal. And then after that 3rd cleansing that included the initial exfoliation, then and while you're doing this, your regular bathing, play like some meditative music that uplifts you. Or for me, I don't play anything. I just really be in my mindset of, thank you for my life, thank you that I'm still alive, thank you for my good health, Thank you, for saving me. Thank you for supporting me. I just get into an enhanced state of gratitude on steroids. So that's what I do. And so, yeah, so after you do the 3 cleansings, then you want to rinse yourself off like normal. Then you're going to start pouring that salt in your hands. And you're going to start rubbing it from your forehead, your face, your neck, around your ears. I would not do it inside. Don't do it inside your ears. Okay? Don't put it inside your eyes and your nose and your mouth. Okay? External use only. Rub it all over your person. And while you're doing that, you are going to be using the power of your tongue, using the power of your voice, and saying, I release any negative energy from my body. I release any negative energy from my aura. And then you're going to continue to cleanse and release that negativity from your person, from your energetic field. You're going to be saying, I cleanse myself of all evil eye. I cleanse myself of all spells and hexes. I cleanse myself of all negative energies. I cleanse myself from all low vibrational conversations about me. And you're going to be rubbing this salt all over your body. And definitely, if there's any target areas that that have been a challenge for you, like if you're a speaker but you've been having a hard time speaking, if you're a singer but you've been having a hard time singing, make sure that you target your throat, your voice. Okay, if you know that people have attacked your womb, okay, you're going to focus on your womb. If you know people have attacked they're sending out negative energy to your mind, you know what I mean, then you're going to be putting it on your forehead and focusing there. Like, just cover everything, and definitely make sure you end it with cleansing the bottoms of your feet and the palms of your hand, and saying, I cleanse any residue of low vibrational energy. I open my roads. And then you're going to rinse all the salt off. Okay, so what I do is I rinse it off first with warm water, and then I start making the water cooler and cooler and cooler and cooler until it's ice cold. And then once all the salt has been rinsed from me, and I'm at that point where I'm making the water colder and colder and colder, then I'm starting to get into a state of thanks. I'm saying thank you again. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my good health. Thank you for provisions. Thank you for safety. Thank you for my voice. Thank you for acknowledgement. Thank you for support. Thank you for protection. Like, every little thing you wanted to, and if you know who's a part of your spiritual team, #team love, okay, thank them directly. Thank you to the divine. Thank you to God. Thank you to Jesus. Thank you to the ascended masters. Thank you to Archangel Michael. Thank you to Archangel Metatron. Thank you to Archangel Gabriel. Like, whoever is on #team love for you. Okay, send out that thank you. Okay, and then you want to be rinsing as cold as you can take it. Don't be crazy. Okay. Like, I can take it pretty cold because I rinse with cold water all the time. I do it to encourage circulation of my body. I'll also do it to help regulate my nervous system. I do it, to support my mental and physical health. And you can do the same thing. But just make sure that you are comfortable. And then when you're fully rinsed and you're done, being in that state of gratitude, just go ahead and step out the shower, and allow yourself to air dry. Do not pat dry, towel dry, anything. Air dry. Okay, so if you're a parent, you need to be home alone to do that. Be home alone. Whatever it is you have to do to not be interrupted, to be appropriate while you air dry, do it on that day at that time, whatever the case may be. And then once you're fully air dried, put on a high vibrational outfit. Like, if you have linens or silk, put that on. If it's not a time where that is appropriate, put on a very comfortable outfit and just sit in that gratitude for a moment. Sit in that gratitude for a moment. And I would bet, if I was willing to bet, that you will receive exactly what you're looking for. You will feel mentally lighter. Your spirit will be like excited. You will actually feel a higher vibration. I'm telling, like, honestly, I was amazed. And I do it pretty often. I really do. And I'm sharing it. And, part of me was just like, should I share this? But when I was in there, And the divine put it in my heart, like, I need you to share this. Because somebody has went through what you went through. And they need to understand that it's levels to this. And they need healing and protection and cleansing on so many different levels. And so, first things first, I'm staying on the right side of right and being obedient. Second, I love you, so I'm good. Sharing is carried. Okay. So listen, if you have any questions, any further questions, please feel free to put it in the comment section. And I pray this is a blessing. I set the intention with all the power of the divine inside of me, that this message reaches those who it's supposed to reach. Okay. And this is very practical advice. If you know somebody that could be blessed by this, go ahead and share the video with them. And if you did enjoy this content, and if you want to subscribe and be a part of the family, please subscribe. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for being here, and be blessed. I love you. I love you so much, and God loves you so much more. Peace.